Hello and welcome to Smith TV, where we teach you how to achieve complete MLM automation. My name is Cameron Smith. I'm filling in for my wife Erin today. She finally convinced me to do one of these videos, so this is my first video ever, so we'll see how it goes. Over the last few months, one of the things that Erin and I are most proud of that we have accomplished is we came up with a list. We came up with a concrete idea for how we're going to run a business without us in it, where basically we can take a week off or a couple of days off and yet our business still makes money. We want to have that time freedom to go with that financial freedom. So today I'm showing you our 9-step plan for how we're going to achieve automation in our business. Now let me be clear that we haven't actually implemented these 9 steps yet. This is what's going to happen in our business in the near future, and I want you to see how you can do this for your own business and what specific plans you can make to free up your life and have your business be more automated. Okay, our first step is to create successful Facebook pay-per-click campaigns and then outsource. We'll leave a daily schedule for an assistant to follow, and then we ourselves will check monthly or weekly on the results. If you're not doing Facebook pay-per-click, then I think you're missing out on probably the best source of leads that you can generate. They're super targeted on Facebook, plus all you have to do is wake up in the morning, press play on one of your campaigns, go out and do whatever you want, come back at the end of the day, and then you've got 15 or 20 leads in your campaign, in your email inbox. So of course you have to initially you have to design your campaigns, but once you've done that, then it just becomes a matter of playing and pausing your campaigns, and then that's super easy for an assistant to do. And then either I'll go in and Erin will go in and we'll do a complete audit of our account, rarely, maybe once a month, just to make sure everything's running smoothly. So step 2 is a voicemail that forwards to a business page. This is probably the simplest step of the 9, but can be very effective. So what you do is you head on over to Google and pick up a Google Voice account. You can set it up so that when people call the number, that it'll go straight to a voicemail, and you can say something like, "Hey, you've reached Cameron and Erin Smith. Sorry we weren't able to take your call. If you're calling because you're interested in Numis or you just want to work with me, head on over to globalcoindomination.com. so that when I call you back, we can have a very informed conversation." And then of course you can add a few other things like tell them what time you'll get back to them and that kind of thing. But you notice that I don't even have to be answering the phone to have my prospects progress in the marketing funnel, right? You notice that all they did was call, and then they're directed back to a website where they can get more information about my business. And then when I call them, I don't have to be answering dumb questions like, so what's the compensation plan, or how much does it cost to join? They'll already know those things because that website I'm sending them to has all the information. And number 3 is a secretary to answer emails. Oh man, I can't tell you how many marketers get hung up on checking their emails several times per day, and then when they don't get a result, they feel slightly down, and then their results and their activity level just goes down the rest of the day. Their productivity just takes a huge hit. So I want to outsource very soon answering my emails. The important emails Erin and I will continue to answer, but things like where's a replay for this webinar, or can I get a refund on this? That's something that a secretary can do for us. And then we'll set an amount of dollars. We'll say something, tell our secretary, okay, everything that's $200 and below, you can deal with. Like if there's a refund that's for a $137 product, you don't have to come and talk to us about it, just do it yourself. You'll see that that's kind of a running theme throughout our 9 steps, is that anything that Erin and I don't have to be doing ourselves, you should be outsourcing. If someone can do it just as well as you can, outsource it. Pay someone else. That's how you're going to free up your life. And I'll even tell you a little bit later where you're going to find your best outsourced people. And it's really easy, and sometimes you don't even have to pay them actually. Okay, so number 4 is outsource blog service to member of team. Our blog service makes us pretty darn good money. In fact, it generates the best leads possible for us. Almost a quarter of our blog service clients have gone on to join us in Numis. That's pretty awesome. 25% lead to sign up. I mean, I've never even heard of that. You can't find that anywhere else. and we don't want to lose that source of leads. A blog service, Erin's the one who does those, and it does take a lot of work for her to set up a blog. So what we'll do is we'll outsource the actual setup of the blog service to somebody else on our team. And so that it's kind of like a mentorship. They can see how we deal with clients and how we, sell blog service, and they can work closely with us. And then we'll probably pay them about 75% of the commission, and we're still getting our leads. Now that's automation. Number 5 is launch a coaching club for Numis. When people join your MLM, they're going to want a very quick way, a very solid way, a solid plan for how they're going to achieve success. Now, a coaching club is one of the best ways to do that, where you hold weekly webinars and you put all your videos and stuff up there. You can have one-on-one trainings, that kind of thing. Now, when people join us in Numis, I tell them, hey, go to this website. They can join my coaching club. It's $17 per month. It's dirt cheap. It's basically just to make sure they're a little bit serious about it. And I think a coaching club is maybe the most important step of all these 9 that I'm giving to you today. Number 6 is hire an assistant to handle signups and to get them started in our coaching club. Now, when people join, there are a lot of questions that can be annoying sometimes. For example, what website do I go to, or where do I need to click on, or just things like that an assistant can do just as well as Erin and I can. And so since that's the case, we should hire an assistant to do it for us. Now, as a side note, I hope you don't think that we're being callous by saying, oh, we don't want to deal with all these people and all these things. We want someone else to take care of that. Well, this is your life. We're talking about freeing up your lifestyle and giving you time freedom. If you can pay someone else to do it, do it. I mean, you want to be hanging out on the beach. You want to be going to the movies at 1 o'clock on a Thursday, or, going out to breakfast with your husband or wife on a Tuesday morning. Those are things that I think are so fun. They might just seem small, but they're fun. And then, of course, big things like vacations. If you can do all that just by hiring a few assistants, it's completely worth it. Okay, number 7 is to hire a web designer to take care of uploads, capture pages, blog maintenance, etc. This is pretty cool because I don't want to have to deal with all the technical stuff. In fact, that stuff gives me a headache a lot of times. I can do a lot of it. I've kind of bitten the bullet and learned how to do it, how to upload stuff and build capture pages, but it's not something I want to do forever. In fact, I'm sure I could hire someone who can do it much better than I can. And then also, when Erin does a webinar, all she has to do is that 1-hour webinar and then, turn it off, go to bed. But then we can have an assistant take that webinar, upload it onto our blog, and then send out an email to our list saying, hey, look, we've got a new blog up. Check out the replay. We did it last night. Here are the main points. Here's what you're going to learn. And so not only does our Aweber list get hit with good content, our blog is continually updated with fresh new content and continues to grow and thrive. So I mean, that's pretty cool that you can do all of that and just have to work for the 1 hour. Okay, number 8 is hire an assistant to get MLSP sign-up started right. MLSP is My System Pro. You've probably heard of it if you've been around for a while. Erin and I didn't make a dime in internet marketing until we joined My System Pro. So if all of my sign-ups in Numis were to also join My System Pro, I would be ecstatic. My System Pro gives tools for network marketers that allows them to be successful. MLSP teaches you how to generate leads, and then they give you the actual websites you need to generate those leads. They give you tracking software so you know where your prospects are coming from, where all your traffic is coming from. And then you also get autoresponder emails that can be sent out to your list. And so, it is slightly technical and can be a little difficult for some people to get it started and get it up right and have all your websites working in conjunction with each other. And that's why I want an assistant, so that I don't have to be the one to deal with all that stuff. Okay, last step. This one's kind of an advanced strategy, so hang with me here. So hang with me here for a minute. So number 9 is to turn our Numis coaching club into a generic coaching club. Down the road, once our NUMIS team is growing and thriving, we want to take probably about our top 10 to 15 business builders and leaders and hold something like a 4-week webinar, series or some type of seminar, and teach those leaders on our team how to be better leaders, how to create duplication within their own teams, and how to set up their own NUMIS coaching clubs. That way, instead of us running one giant coaching club, we've got 10 smaller ones going on. And then that means we don't have to run our own coaching club, and we can turn it into a generic coaching club, where we can bump up the price, and people from any MLM across the world can come and be in our coaching club. And then now that we've gone worldwide, we can now use solo ads. Solo ads can be used if you're just talking about the United States, but I think, in my opinion, they're much more effective if you're targeting the whole world. And they're completely automated. You can set up deals with people who own e-zines and then have your ads go out, almost perpetually, and once a month for like a year. So you don't even have to do anything, and all of a sudden you generate 1,000 leads in a day, that kind of thing. Solo ads have a lot of power. Okay, so those were the 9 steps, and I hope you got some ideas for what you can do in your own business. Obviously, every business is unique. Think about what strategies that you really like to do, which ones have been the best strategies for you in your business, and figure out how you can automate those, or even if you should continue to do those. If they're not automated at all, you probably should stop doing them, because you don't want to be doing those when you start being successful. You don't want to be doing something that makes you work 12 hours a day just to make your $5,000 a month or something. Okay, so here's the tally of how much we'll be working every week. We want to work Monday through Thursday, 30 minutes of email per day, check our pay-per-click campaigns once per month. We'll do 2 one-hour webinars per week, training, directing, and hiring new assistants, and troubleshooting. This basically means any problems that come up that we didn't think were going to come up type of thing. So if you add this up, 2 hours, 2.5, 4.5, 5.5, 8.5 hours total per week. That means about 2 hours per day. And then if Aaron and I do it together, that's about 1 hour of work each per day. And then we get our 3-day weekends. That might sound like a dream, like it's impossible. But this plan, in my opinion, is pretty solid. I mean, eventually this is, it's probably going to take 2 or 3 years to get here. But to me, it's something well worth working towards. That's a goal that, gets me so excited that I absolutely want to work as hard as I can to get there. So, let me show you one last thing. Okay, here is the work that's getting done, even though we're only working an hour per day. We'll be doing our 2 webinars per week. Our blog is still growing and continues to provide fresh content because our webinar replays will be up there. We're providing a system for our new signups with our coaching club, with Miley System Pro, and with our assistants, talking to them and taking care of them. And we're still keeping our best prospects because we're doing our blog service. We're outsourcing that blog service. There's no dead ends in our business. There aren't any points of our business where a prospect will go and say, now what do I do? They'll always know what to do next. And the best example of that was with the voicemail. And then we're generating tons of leads with little work. Facebook pay-per-click, with the solo ads, with the blog service leads, just with our blog opt-in. I hope this gets you excited. This gets me more excited than anything else. I love MLM because of the automation and the leverage. I love working it on the internet. So thanks for checking out this video. Please come up with your own ideas. Spend a week or 2 and just jot down some ideas and figure out how you're going to. Because to me, I can just think about this or pull up this Word document and look at it, and I get excited all over again. And it gives me a direction for my business for the next couple of years. And it's step by step. First I'm going to do this, then I'm going to do this. So thanks for checking out today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember, we're over on whoisaaronsmith.com every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So take care, and thanks for stopping by.